For today's episode of Myk TV, we are going to take you to the historic city of Ayutthaya. In today's video, we will take you on a tour to explore one of the most impressive ruined cities in Asia. This is definitely a must-see destination for tourists visiting Thailand. We are on our way to Ayutthaya. It's a 2-hour trip from here.
We're here at the Bangkok railway station. It's around 10:15 in the morning. Our schedule will be around 11:20. Based on their map, the last trip is around 7 p.m. I think a 2-hour trip on our way to Ayutthaya. The train will leave at around 11:20, so we still have almost an hour to wait. We are going to be riding an old train.
As you can see, these trains are really old. Finally, our train has arrived.
Wow, old school.
There are so many options to get from Bangkok to Ayutthaya, and one of them is riding this old train. It takes about 90 minutes to get to Ayutthaya, and there's also a more convenient way to get there, which is a minivan, which I would suggest if you want to be relaxed on your trip to get there. If you want a little bit of an adventure, then take the train. Now we just arrived at the Ayutthaya station. May is just checking the schedule, so that once we go back, everything is according to plan. It's a little bit confusing because everything is written in Thai. Right now we are able to ride a tuk-tuk or a minibus, and we are able to get a good deal out of it. It's gonna be 3 hours for 700 baht, and hopefully we're able to go around and visit, if not all, most of the temples. Now that is our tuk-tuk driver. She gave us a great deal for this tour. 700 baht for 3 hours. Not bad. As you can see, there is a 20 baht entrance fee, but there's no one there to collect the payment for the ticket, so I guess it's free. We'll see. For our first stop, we are here at Wat Chaiwatthanaram Mongkon. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly, or the Monastery of Auspicious Victory.
We're going in.
The Monastery of Auspicious Victory is located east of the historic island. Highlight of the monastery is its very large imposing pram dominating the area. The temple was founded in the second half of the 14th century during the reign of King Ayutthaya, first ruler of Ayutthaya. The monastery got its present name after the construction of the Chedichai Mongkon in the late 16th century. During the Burmese invasion of 1767, the temple was largely destroyed. A stairway on the east side leads up to the entrance of the 60-meter-tall, bell-shaped chedi. Inside a small chamber are several images of Buddha covered with gold leaf applied by devotees. The stairs are a little bit steep, so you need to watch your steps. Not only does this temple have spectacular historical constructions, especially the biggest pagoda in the province, but it also has monks residing inside. There is also a reclining Buddha image that is enshrined outside because the pantheon in which the Buddha image was housed has been destroyed. This reclining Buddha image was also built in the reign of King Naresuan.
Now you are here, and then second temple is Wat Chaiwatthanaram, and then this one is the white mountain Wat Phra Si Sanphet, and this one here Wat Lokaya Suttaram. And this is the old palace capital that has Buddha in the tree, and then there's a mini van to back. If you want to rent, you can buy. It's very good and cleaning. And when you make a photo, it is so beautiful.
You also have an option to rent their traditional costumes to wear inside the temple for better pictures.
นี้จะเป็น200 accessory only 100 but 100 เป็น dress onlyแม่อะไรอ่ะนี่มันมีมาเป็นตัวมานี่เขาสิมาแล้วตุ๊กอะไรที่เขาจะแม่ก็ได้เนาะไม่ใช่กูเซ็งไทยแลนด์เป็นไทยแลนด์มิสยูฟิลิปปินส์
For our next stop, I'm not really sure how to pronounce this correctly, so I need a little help from Google.
Wat Chaiwatthanaram.
That's it.
Wat Chaiwatthanaram
It is one of the most visited attractions in the Ayutthaya Historical Park. Thanks again, Google. This was built in 1630 by King Prasatong during the later period of Ayutthaya. You can see the similarities in the architectural design influenced by Angkor Temple in Cambodia. While looking around this majestic and historical site, we just can't help but feel as if we were transported back in time. It's really breathtaking. Wat Chaiwatthanaram was a royal monastery. The king and its descendants would perform religious rites here. It was also a cremation site for members of the royal family. The main prang symbolizes Mount Meru, and the four small corner prangs symbolize the four continents where human beings live. The main prang is believed to contain relics of the Lord Buddha. Our next stop is Lokaya Suttaram Temple. This temple is one of the most popular archaic sites of Ayutthaya. The outstanding component of this temple is a gigantic reclining Buddha image, which is the biggest reclining Buddha image on the city island, the length of which is 42 meters. There is no evidence to show when this temple was built, but it is believed to be built in the middle phase of Ayutthaya era. It is also believed that there had been a pantheon built to shelter the Buddha image, but the pantheon was destroyed. The Buddha image has been renovated many times, especially in 1954 and 1989, until the Buddha image looks completely beautiful.
Have you ever played with a queen? Not till you met me.
4 na, no? Madam? 40. Hindi natin ito.
Wow, tirik na tirik yung araw.
Dito tayo.
Next stop is Wat Mongkon Bopit. Wat Mongkon Bopit is an active temple compound, and throughout the day, many people visit and worship the Buddha image. We are running a little bit behind schedule, so we opted not to enter this temple. We were also a little tired because of how hot it was during this day. Wat Phra Si Sanphet was the holiest temple on the site of the old royal palace in Thailand's ancient capital of Ayutthaya, until the city was completely destroyed by the Burmese in 1767. It was the grandest and most beautiful temple in the capital, and it served as a model for Wat Phra Si in Bangkok.
Wow, we're about to enter their temple.
We have to leave our shoes outside of the temple. This is the Buddha statue of Phra Mongkon Bopit.
We'll just go around quickly. Hopefully it doesn't rain today.
The Phra Mongkon Bopit image was last restored in 1955. In 1990, the Mongkon Bopit Foundation in Ayutthaya desired to cover the image with gold leaf. Approved by the Fine Arts Department, the work was completed 2 years later.
More pictures.
Mongkon Bophet is one of the largest bronze Buddha images in Thailand, with its measures of approximately 9.5 meters across the lap and a height of 12.5 meters without the pedestal. The Buddha image is seated in the position of subduing Mara.
Gotta go. And we still have one more stop to go and before we go home.
One more stop to go. Wat Mahathat is our final stop. Wat Mahathat is located in front of the Grand Palace to the east, next to the Pathan Bridge. The temple is believed to be one of Ayutthaya's oldest temples, possibly built by King Burmese in 1370 to 1388. This was a royal temple of the Ayutthaya Kingdom. It is one of the oldest and most significant temples in the history of Ayutthaya, as it housed the Buddha's holy relic. Many important royal ceremonies of the Ayutthaya era had been hosted here. When the Ayutthaya Kingdom failed in 1767, Wat Phra Mahathat was severely damaged by fire and was since abandoned. During the high season, Ayutthaya used to be packed with a lot of tourists from different parts of the world. But because of COVID, it's now nearly empty, which is in a way an advantage because you'll have all the freedom in the world to take pictures and just enjoy the view. Although we were not able to visit all the temples in Ayutthaya because we only had 3 hours to do it, I'd say it's still a fun and exciting trip. And if we have a chance to do it again, I would go back and visit the other temples and make sure I'll be able to see all of them. I also think that Thailand did an amazing job in preserving all of these historical sites. You can also find the famous Buddha head in a banyan tree on this particular site.
We're heading back to Bangkok.
And we're almost done for the day. We are now going back to Bangkok and we are going to get there through a minivan this time. That's about wraps it up for today's video. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more updates. And we'll see you on our next trip.
We're back. That was the last one. We're heading back to Bangkok for maybe another 2 hours. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for watching.